Welcome back, Potter. STRIVECast, amigo.
Welcome back, Connor.
Season 3, episode 36.
Yeah.
After you, Pete.
Thanks, Jeff. Good job.
That was
Thank
perfect,
you.
Jeff. Welcome back, everybody, to the STRIVEcast. Should we introduce ourselves to start us off?
Yep, with this heat wave we've been having.
Want to introduce yourself,
Want to
Heatwave?
introduce yourself, sir?
NPT for life.
NPT for life. Hello, Noel.
Hello there.
Hello there. Jeff, want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Sorry, Pete, do you want to ask Jeff to introduce himself? Maybe it'll be a little
Hey,
faster.
Jeff, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Jeff.
There you go.
There we go. Sound and video engineer, want to introduce yourself?
I am Ryan, the sound and video engineer.
And Fuller producer, want to introduce yourself and let your co-producer introduce herself on her own?
Of course.
All right, let's do it.
I'm Susie, creator, and I am full producer.
That's right. Other producer, want to introduce yourself by yourself?
Hi, I'm Whitney. I am not the floor producer.
Hi, Whitney. Thanks for being here.
my Whitney's grown up.
Whitney's grown up. She's been able to
Whitney's
introduce
all
herself.
grown up. All right, co-traffic controller, want to introduce yourself?
I'm Pete. That's all. Thanks for listening.
All right, and I'm Olivia, and the gang is all here. And today we are interviewing a gentleman named Chris Kast. And Ryan, where is Chris from?
He's from Funtown Splashtown USA.
Funtown Splashtown USA. So can't wait to hear from him to talk about this big community staple here in Southern Maine. We all love Funtown Splashtown USA, and we can't wait to hear all the exciting stuff they're going to have going on this summer. You guys excited to talk to Chris?
Oh, yeah.
But I am.
Has got the roller coaster emoji going on the screen. So for our audio only listeners, we will make sure to describe all of it. All right. Should we start the show? What do you guys think?
Oh, yes, let's start it.
Yep, let's start it.
Then Jeff, you know what to say to take us to break.
We'll be right back.
All right, please welcome Chris Kast. Yay! Welcome, Chris.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Hi. Thanks for being here.
I'm so glad to be here.
We are thrilled to have you, and I think that our friend Noel has your first question, so we'll pass it to Noel.
Welcome to the STRIVECast, Chris. Tell us about Funtown Splashtown USA.
That's a really good question, and I'm glad you asked that. Funtown Splashtown USA is Maine's family fun park. And what that means is that Funtown Splashtown has been owned by the same family for over 60 years. And this family is committed their entire lives to making sure that everybody who goes to the park walks out of the park with a huge smile on their face and just has a great, great time. The park is broken up into two sides. There's the Funtown side, which has roller coasters and all kinds of amusement park rides and games. There's a basketball throw with the Maine Celtics. There's a baseball throw with the Portland Sea Dogs. And there's all kinds of great times for kids, young and old. And I say that old because I'm old, you know, and so I can still have fun there. And on the Splashtown side, that's really the water park. And it's you know, got kiddie pools, it's got water slides, it's got thrill rides, it's got all kinds of things. And on both sides of the park, there's places to hang out. We like it when people will just, you know, sit and spend the day and maybe buy some food or just, you know, just have a great time, because that's really what it's all about. I mean, how awesome is it to run a business that's about seeing people smile, laugh, giggle, and when they leave the park go, wow, that was a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Well, what a great description of such a great place. I already love Funtown Splashtown, and now I'm even more sold. So that is such a nice way to kick things off. And
Well,
I think now,
just
go ahead.
just an aside, because of, we all went through the pandemic, the park was closed last year.
Right.
And that was a very difficult decision to make, but it was made because, as I said, it's a family business, and they not only wanted to protect their family, they want to protect the health and safety of the families that come to the park. So it was financially difficult, but it was the right thing to do because it was the right thing to do for our community, for our people, and our family of Maine, and our families that come from everywhere.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Hey, Liv,
Yes, Susie.
these notice that me, Chris, with Jeff, and Noel have glasses.
We all have glasses. That's
Yeah, we
right.
do.
I'll go in the other room and I'll get my pair too, so I can join in the fun.
Glasses Club.
Glasses club. All right, Chris, I think Jeff has your next question.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Right, Jeff, go for it.
What is your role with Funtown Splashtown?
That's a really good question. So my role, I'm relatively new to the team, to the family, as they say, because I do the marketing and messaging. So I plan all the media where you hear the radio commercials. In fact, just before I got on this meeting, I was writing 3 more radio commercials that will go through the summer. Also working with the different media channels, which means the radio stations or the newspapers, to make sure they get the right message at the right time so that people know about Funtown Splashtown USA. And a thing, Jeff, about that question, which is really great, is that when I was brought on, and I said it's almost too easy a job, insofar as Funtown, you just say, well, Funtown Splashtown USA is open again, and people are like, yay!
Exactly. That's a pretty easy sell, huh?
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
it's a joy, and it's a blessing to be able to be part of this uniquely incredible family that's all about fun.
Sounds like a great gig, right, guys?
I do have an extra question.
Sure,
Go
no.
for it. Yeah, go for it.
I know Eric worked there through high school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eric,
Friend of yours worked there in high school?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is your question if they're looking to hire? Because I'll bet they might be.
No.
Well, the answer to that question is yes.
Awesome. Glad we asked it.
Will
Awesome. All right, go ahead, Noel.
that Funtown Splashtown is opening back up this summer. Can you tell us what that will look like?
That's a very, very good question, Nolan. I thank you for asking it. It's interesting is when we decided to open up, there were all these rules and regulations put out by the Center for Disease Control in Maine. And we followed those guidelines to the letter. So it was originally going to be limited capacity. You have to make a reservation. But then as things opened up and more people in Maine, thankfully, way to go Maine, we're fighting with Vermont for being 1 or 2 states with the most vaccinations. So I think we're at a 70% fully vaccinated level, which meant that the park can open to full capacity. It's best to go online to funtownsplashtown.usa.com. You can make a reservation. You can buy tickets in advance, but that's not necessary. The only things that are going to be, there's more hand sanitizer stations placed throughout the park, and masks will be required in all the gift shops and all the interior spaces and on the Astrosphere. And that's simply because the Astrosphere, it's spinning, people are screaming. So we want to just protect guests, but on the log flume ride, on any of the water rides. I mean, who wants to wear a wet mask?
That's a great question. Not me. Definitely not.
And when you're eating, you don't need to wear a mask because this is
Right, that wouldn't work. Awesome. Well, we're so excited to head back down to Funtown Splashtown this summer, right, you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we should share too that I'll jump in real quick before the next question that Funtown's been a long-term supporter of Strive. So we really appreciate that relationship that goes back close to 20 years.
Yeah.
Very
And
exciting.
that's having now getting to know the family, and they're they want to help everybody, and that's why all special needs guests, there are discounts for any special needs guests, and there's no harm, no foul. And if people are, for example, if some of the members of Strive or participants of Strive are wheelchair bound, you get special wheelchair access. Or if you're unable to, because of various reasons, stand in a line because it makes you nervous or stuff, they will give you a wheelchair access. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, it's an I'm looking at my notes because there was a lot going on. You get an exit pass, which means that you're able to enter the ride through the exit, so you don't have to stand in a line if that makes a guest nervous or uncomfortable. And I know what that feels like because in 2015, I had a stroke. So I have brain damage here, which makes it sometimes difficult for me to be in large crowds. There were people bumping up against me. So I understand and appreciate how that functions. So that's one of the gifts. And if some of your people who are watching this have caregivers that go with them, caregivers get senior price, so they can go in with their folks and just be able to go around. So we're trying to do as much as we can to accommodate the needs of all of our special needs guests, because we all need to have fun. And
That's right.
It's like it's a special needs. It's just differently abled. That's all it is. It means nothing else.
Yeah, that's
appreciate
awesome.
that.
Absolutely. Definitely.
So guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, sorry. I think now we're over back to Jeff.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Wow, that's another really good question, Jeff. My favorite part of the job is to be what I like to call a big old cheerleader for Funtown Splashtown USA. I love talking about it. I love being part of this group. I love the fact that it's again, as I said earlier, I hate to be repetitive, but it's a job that's all about making sure that people have fun. In fact, I just wrote one of the commercials that I wrote is basically about having more fun more often. And so if I can encourage people to have more fun more often, or if we can encourage people to have more fun more often after what we've all been through, winning.
Yeah, it seems pretty nice to be in the business of fun. That's a good thing to be able to sell. All right, Noel, back over to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and speaking of Funtown, I remember the big car wash we did.
That's right.
Ah,
Awesome.
We attempted to break the world record for the world's largest car wash at Funtown. Quite some time.
Wow.
And
I believe we have the second largest car wash.
What is the hardest part of your job?
hardest part of the job.
That's another really good question. Coming up with different ways to say fun without saying it too much.
Enjoyment, excitement.
Exactly. So, and, for example, the more fun, more often, and they haven't even heard this. So you're going to hear this for the first week. My team, I haven't shared this with my team. So you'll hear this for the first time.
Breaking
So,
on the STRIVECast.
Breaking. Funtown Splashtown USA has officially declared this the summer of more fun, more often. This means that you, your family, and friends, after not having as much fun as possible last summer, deserve more laughter, splashes, thrills, and good times to make some amazing memories this year. So make plans now to get to Funtown Splashtown to get your good times on. All their rides are open, the park is at full capacity, and the people who work there can't wait to see your smiling faces. Go to funtownsplashtown.usa.com for more information. It's time for more fun, more often. Way more fun if you ask me.
Wow, that was brilliant.
I'm guessing that's followed by like one of the most recognizable jingles in
Right.
Maine as well.
It is.
Exactly.
So when you write a script like this, there's something before I put the what's called the announcer or the VO part in there. You write the word music, so it comes up and under. So you know how when you're listening to a radio commercial and all of a sudden you hit with music and then it goes below and you can hear the voice over it? That's called the music track going under. And then up and out means once the last word is said, you bring the music up. So that's the last thing people hear is this really fun jingle.
Awesome.
Love that song. I would ask us to sing it, but then we'd probably just sing it for the rest of the time. So we'll go back to Jeff for the final regular question.
What are you most looking forward to this summer?
What we are looking forward to this summer is our continued partnerships with the Maine Celtics. We're looking forward to seeing more guests with more smiles on their faces. We're looking forward to a season where it's relatively carefree because we've come out of the other side of the pandemic. And personally, I'm quite looking forward to more dipping dots more often.
That is such a good thing to look forward to. Those are the best. Well, oh no, go ahead.
Speaking of the Celtics, it's gonna be. It used to be Red Claws,
Right.
but the Portland Celtics.
The Maine Celtics.
The Maine Celtics.
Pretty
and
exciting.
that's a really good thing. So 2 weeks ago, they had a press conference, which is a gathering. If you guys don't know, it's a gathering of press, their sponsors, and all this at the Ocean Gateway, where they unveiled the name, the Maine Celtics. So now what we've done at Funtown Splashtown, so what used to be the Red Claws toss is the Maine Celtics toss. So it's green.
Wow. Pretty excited. Gonna be a good year for basketball, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry if you can hear that construction on my window. Chris, that was our last regular question for you. So now what's the time for you guys? And I'll
The
be-
lightning round.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. Jeff goes first in the lightning round. So go for it, Jeff. I'm just gonna shut my window so it's not so.
Good idea.
Okay, go for it, Jeff.
What's your favorite fun time at Splashtown?
My favorite thing at Funtown Splashtown is Dragon's Descent.
Good one. All right, Noel.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. What is your favorite place you like to fish?
Oh,
My favorite place I like to fish, there is up in northern Maine, there's a place called Gulf Haggis, and they call it the Grand Canyon of Maine. And it's an amazing place to fish and hike and just get lost in the woods.
there you go.
Fun.
Susie, you got one?
What my favorite thing about Maine?
Ooh.
Favorite thing
What?
about Maine.
My favorite thing about Maine is Maine. And I say that because I grew up in New York City and moved here in 1988, and I will never move back to New York City. I love everything that has to do with Maine. And I actually working on I love Maine seafood. I love the people. I just can't say enough about Maine and being part of this community because it is a big community.
Absolutely.
Great
Yeah.
answer.
Not
Jeff, you get another one?
only that, Chris, my sister Meg, she used to live in New York.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And now she comes back up here to visit me.
Of course.
That's great. Well, two of my daughters live in New York City. One is going to medical school at Columbia University, and another one she's moving back. She's an actor, a dancer, and a model.
Wow.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Very exciting for you, Chris.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. Last lightning round question for you.
A little more lightning on the lightning round. brother.
What is your favorite pet?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Susie was ready. What is
Susie's
your
gonna
talk
favorite
first.
pet?
Oh, wow. Susie, that's a tough question because I have two dogs and they're both in the room. So if I say one over the other, so they're both my favorite pets. One is named Stella Blue, and she's what's called a
Stella Blue.
Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever. And
Wow.
then we have a Springer Spaniel, and his name is August West. So those are my two favorite pets.
Yeah.
You know why I say that? Because I have a pet cat, and my mom is a very allergic to it.
Oh, boy.
Right. Got a cat named Rosie.
That's awesome.
Jeff,
All right.
you
Jeff,
good?
you want to do one more lightning round question?
Sure.
Go for it.
How much fun do you spend at Funtown?
I spend at least a few hours a week there, meetings and things like that. And once the park is fully open, I'll be spending a lot more time there because I also have a 2.5-year-old granddaughter. And if I don't take her, her parents will not be happy with me.
I bet. Good answer. All right, Noel, back to you.
Thank you. I thought you skipped me. Oh, okay.
That's
There's
my
Rosie.
Oh, that's great, Susie.
Here's the kitty. It's beautiful. Right?
Go for it, Noel.
Go ahead, Noel.
Okay. What is your favorite? Do you ever like to go to a zoo or to a circus?
Oh, a zoo or a circus?
That's a good question. Well, so I grew up going to Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, which was the big 3-ring circus. And so that's my memory of circuses. So that's what I like to go to. I've also been to the Big Apple Circus when they toured, and they were in Boston, I think, for a little while. So those are the types of things I like. From an animal park perspective, I know my granddaughter Pearl she just went to the Gray Animal Farm, but I wasn't able to go because of work, and that's supposed to be a lot of fun. Plus, we go to Wolf's Neck Farm, which is really fun. It's not necessarily an animal park, but it's a farm, but you get to pet the animals and the chickens and things like that.
Very cool.
That's a wonderful spot.
Ryan,
All right.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
let's go.
Ryan, want to take us out with our last question?
Tell us your best joke.
Got any jokes you want to share, Chris?
I do, but I really can't think of one that I can actually say in front of this group.
That is okay. No worries.
Knock,
Jeff,
knock,
Noel,
Nope.
Susie, Ryan, you guys have a
Noel-
joke you want to
Noel's got
share?
a knock-knock joke loaded, I think.
knock,
All
knock.
right,
Who's there?
there.
Fish.
For show.
Are you slippery coming down the Splashtown slide?
I hope there aren't any fish on the Funtown slide. That would be an unwelcome surprise.
That'd be kind of a fishy thing.
Yeah.
We're scaling to new heights there.
Ooh, double.
You got me hook, line, and sinker on that one.
Yeah,
my
the dad
God.
jokes are Ryan's favorite.
Dad jokes are Ryan's fave. Oh my gosh. Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us today. Those were all the questions we had for you. It was so nice
That's
to get to know
funny.
you.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate, the relationship we've had with Strive over the years. We appreciate all you amazing people, and we look forward to seeing you at Funtown Splashtown USA this summer.
You there? We can't wait.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys too. Bye-bye.
Chris.
Bye.
Jeff, do you want to take us a break?
Yes, Pete. We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
And your ad.
Your eyes right here.
Right.
your ad is right here, and we're trying to have a summer special. So if you haven't gotten on board to advertise with us yet, it's not too late. We can put together a great personalized deal just for you and your brand. So shoot us an email, strivecast@pslstrive.org, and we'd be happy to make something work for you. Right, Jeff?
Yes, Pete.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, Pete.
All right, and Jeff, take us to break.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
Susie's cute.
Excuse me.
Want to sing your theme song?
Susie cute. Susie cute. I mean, Susie cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Susie, what are the cues about today?
Today is solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse. All right, Pete, would you like to give us the leaderboard update?
I sure will. We have in first place Whitney, 65.5 points, followed by a tie for second with Susie and Jeff with 62. Then comes Ryan with 61, Noel knocking on his heels at 60, and Olivia right behind at 53.
Ooh, a nice clean 53.
Anybody's game, and 5 points on the map up for grabs today.
All right, Susie, you ready to give us question number 1?
Of course.
Go for it.
Maine will see rare rings of fire. Solar eclipse this Thursday. Is that true or false?
Okay. Is that true or false that Maine will see a rare ring of fire solar eclipse this Thursday? And Susie, it's your game, so you kick off the cues.
Thanks.
Or
Well,
false, Susie?
I think it's true.
Okay, Susie's in it true. Olivia,
I will also say true.
Whit.
I will agree with the ladies and say true.
Okay, the ladies are all in at true. Let's go to Jeff.
True.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Noel?
Right over here, Mr. T.
Mr. T isn't true. Okay. And Ryan?
True.
All right. Everybody's in it true. And you guys know your Ring of Fire eclipse because that is true. It's going to happen at around 6:53 a.m. this Thursday, June 10th. So great start for everybody with a point across the board.
Noel made a circle with his arms. What was that, Noel?
That's the shape.
That's the shape.
This
All right, you too.
eclipse happens because the sun moves between the moon and the earth and blocks all but the outer ring of the sun. Is that true or false?
Okay, so question 2. This eclipse happens because the sun moves between the moon and the earth and blocks all but the outer ring of the sun. Is that true or false? And we're going to start with the gents this time. Noel?
I think it's the F.
F is in what? There you go. Ryan?
False.
Okay, and Mr. Jeff?
I think I'm gonna go with false.
Okay. The dudes are all in it. False. Let's see what the ladies say. Whitney?
I think this is false.
Okay.
It's two.
Susie?
False.
Olivia?
I'll say false as well.
Wow, you guys know your eclipses?
Yes, you
Because
do.
that is false. Because actually the moon passes between the sun and the earth, not the other way around.
Right.
So once again, points for everybody.
Temperatures can drop 3 degrees during an eclipse. Is that true or false?
Okay. Question 3. Temperatures can drop 20 degrees during an eclipse. True or false? It's back to the ladies this time. Noel is ready to ring in, though. How he's drawing an eclipse with his hands, if you're listening. I think it starts now. I think Olivia's turn to go first.
I think it's true.
Okay. Whit?
Say true, too.
Susie?
True also, and I'm looking it in.
Locking it in. Okay. Jeff, Mr. Lock It In himself. What do you think?
I actually think it's true.
Okay. Everybody's in a true so far. Noel?
Blew up Mr. T.
True.
Noel
Mr.
just
T?
keeps drawing.
Okay. And Ryan?
Fire.
True.
Everybody's in a true. No changes today. Guess what, everybody? You're right. It is true.
Oh.
Animals
Yay.
also may become completely confused and disoriented. So that is true. Points again.
What are you doing?
The sun and the
I'm playing Susie's cues.
Please stop doing that. Okay. Next question.
Number 4, if you don't have a special eclipse through glasses, or see,
Get him.
We have a prop.
Got a prop. There are the glasses. Let's see.
here's the glasses.
Whoa. Put them on. Oh no, read it first. Read it first. Nice. They look
Very
good.
patriotic too.
USA. All right, go ahead.
Glasses.
If you don't have so special green glasses, you can usually make a pinhole camera with the box to see it. Is that true?
Okay. If you don't have Susie's special eclipse viewing glasses, you can easily make a
But
pinhole camera to see it.
Yeah.
I think it's back to the guys, right? Okay. So let's start with Ryan this time.
I think it is false.
Okay. Ryan's going false. Noel, what?
True.
True. Okay. Ryan's false. Noel's true. Jeff.
False.
Okay. All right. Susie.
I think I'm going with false, and I'm looking it in.
Okay. So everybody's at false except Noel right now. Whit.
Yeah.
I think it's true.
Okay. And Olivia.
I'll also say true.
Okay. Well, guys, that one is true again.
Oh.
It will appear as a bright ring, but don't try to look at the sun through the hole in the box, and never ever look directly at the sun. Looking directly at the sun will permanently damage your eyes. Glasses can be purchased online and must be CE certified to meet the requirements. Otherwise, you can find directions for a pinhole camera box on YouTube.
Mm,
So that is a point for Mr. Noel, a point for Olivia, and a point for Whitney. And we go to our final question.
In Maine of the eclipse will not be total, but it will be total,
Partial, yep.
Partial.
and pretty awesome to see. Is that true or false? My favorite team.
Okay. In Portland, Maine, the eclipse will not be a total eclipse, but it will be partial and still be pretty awesome to see. Is that true or false? And I think we're back to the ladies again. And I think it's Olivia's turn.
Yes.
I think it is true.
Okay. Whit.
Say true.
Suze.
I say true.
The ladies are all in at true. Jeff.
Right.
I say Pete. I say true. Locked in all the way.
True, locked in all the way. Noel.
Me too.
You two what?
True.
Okay. All right, and Ryan.
True.
Well, we end the game the way we started the game with everybody getting it right. That is, in fact, true. True. That's the answer. It will be pretty awesome to see, and it will be a partial eclipse. Not much more to say about that. So there is Noel 5 for 5 today. Jeff with 4, Ryan with 4, Susie with 4. Olivia and Whitney also have perfect 5 for 5 days. So, Susie, you want to do your outro, and I'll come up with some.
Of course.
Hit it, Susie.
Susie cute. Susie cute. I mean, we're like Susie cute. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the interpretive. Oh, sorry, Suze. My bad. Just wanted to say I really enjoyed Noel's interpretive Ring of Fire dancing this whole time.
Me too.
The sun and the
He's
earth.
done it the whole round.
All right. Here we, and then Susie, you should do interpretive dance to Noel's poem today, since he interpreted yours. So here we go. Whitney, 70.5. Then we've got a two-way tie for second. Remains Jeff and Susie with 66. Noel and Ryan tied at 65, and Liv at 58. And that's another installment of Susie's Cues.
Another great round. And Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be
right back.
Hey, we're back, and it's time for
my segment.
Yeah. What's it called?
Ask me.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
I know, but tell our listeners again one more time.
I'm Jeff.
All right. And why should we ask you questions?
Because I love questions.
All right. You love questions. Here we go. We've got this is an interesting one this week. I'm excited to hear your answers. Stephanie from Brewer writes, if someone was going to cast a magic spell on you and you had to end up with either a long tail or a unicorn horn, which one would you choose?
Probably the unicorn.
No hesitation, the unicorn horn. How come?
I don't know. Maybe I might like it.
Okay, there you go. You might like it. We call you Unicorn Jeff. All right. How about you, Noel?
Okay.
Texty McText face.
My magic spell. Do I cast a magic spell?
No, they're
Oh, you're
casting
getting
a
a
magic
spell
spell
on
on
you.
you. And you're going to end up either having a long tail or a unicorn horn.
Ew.
it was right.
What about if I go in a time hole and come up with a unicorn tail?
You're going to go with a unicorn tail instead of either of the other options. Fine. I think Stephanie from Brewer will allow it. All right, Susie, how about you?
I would wear a unicorn
Horn?
horn.
Okay.
And
How
you know
come?
why?
No, I don't know why.
Because I'm pointing at you,
Oh.
Whitney.
You'd stab me with your horn?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That's not nice.
That's tough.
You too.
Ryan, do you have anything?
Actually.
Unicorn horn as well.
Everybody going with the horn, huh? Except Noel went with unicorn tail, which wasn't really an option. But how come, Ryan?
I think a tail would more like in the way. I'd rather a unicorn horn.
That's fair. All right, Liv?
I think I'd go with the tail because you can disguise it.
That's
better.
exactly what I was gonna say. You can just tuck it in to your pants or whatever you're wearing. Nobody has to see it.
Ew.
Well, better than a horn that's on your face the whole time.
I think I'd go with the tail too, because it seems like that would be
Yeah, I
easier to
think
cut
I'm
off.
with a tail with a butt.
Oh,
If you have
Shocking.
a tail, you should fart all the time.
I think it would be
That's
easier
not
to
a
have
problem
the
for
tail,
Jeff.
like surgically removed or something. So
But I guess, is it like a cat or dog tail or like a horse tail that's just
it
Right.
says a long tail.
Long tail. Well, you can like put it in a bun, you know, if it's long.
Yeah.
If it's like a horse. Hide it more easily than you can hide a horn, is my
You
reason.
can hide like
You
a
are
bun of tail in your
crazy.
pants. That would look a little strange.
It would look strange, you're right.
All right.
All
well,
right.
thank you very much, Stephanie. If you'd like to send us a question about unicorns or tails or anything, please do so. It's STRIVECast at pslstrive.org. Jeff, anything else you'd like to say as part of your segment?
I do love my segment, and also I love you, Pete.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be.
We'll be right back.
Cockatoo. The sound what it makes up a tree, but if you lost the sound, you never know what the fire from the sun can do from the up and down around the sun. Loop around a pole, but you never know what the pole might do at the end of the rope. But when it hit the rope, the end.
But when it
Yeah.
hits the rope, the end?
Yeah.
Wow, snaps for that one. And snaps for Susie's interpretive dance moves alongside. Noel, tell us what that poem was about.
About sound and hearing the sound climbing down the rope.
What sound do you hear when you climb down the rope?
The scratchy sound when you use your hands.
Ouch.
Sounds like rope burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, a poem about rope burn. You never heard that before, I bet. You learn something new on the STRIVEcast every week.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share, Noel, during your segment?
I don't think so.
Other than God Bless America?
The children have the whole world in their hand.
What was that?
The children have the world in your hand.
The children have the world in their hands. They got the whole world in their hands. You're right. Good song choice. All right. Another great Noel tree. And Jeff will be.
We'll be right back.
Podcast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Listeners like who, Susie?
My
Peggy Cloutier. Yay, Peggy. Thank you for listening. Is she here? Yay, there's our listener of the week, Peggy.
Peggy
Yay,
listens
Peggy.
live every Tuesday.
I know. She's our only live viewer.
The live studio audience.
That's right. She's our live studio audience. So thank you to Peggy for being our loyal listener and for all she does for Strive, right, you guys?
Of course.
Of course. All right.
He's
Jeff
the
will
best.
be the best.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back and it's time to
Wrap It Up for the audience.
wrap it up for the
Wrap
audience.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Let's go. Oh yeah.
A nice,
Let's go. Oh
a
yeah.
nice chicken BLT wrap.
Wrap it up. Wrap
We
it
do
Love the
so.
enthusiasm.
up.
That's right, Ryan. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much to our guest, Chris Kast from Funtown Splashtown USA. That was such a fun interview.
American
Love.
fun. American fun. Lots of. I don't remember.
Maybe you wanted to say we're going to have more fun more often this summer at Funtown Splashtown USA.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The American family comes to play.
That's right.
Oh, that was the lyric.
Thank you, no. Pete,
Sing it,
what
sing it, Noel.
is?
Come down to the New York town.
No.
Don't know that that's their jingle, but we are so grateful that Chris took the time to join us. So thank you so much to Chris. Thank you to our producing team of Whitney and Susie for keeping this show on the road each and every week. Thank you to Ryan, our sound and video engineer, for putting this gosh darn show together each and every Tuesday. He works so hard. Nobody even can imagine how long it takes to put all of this stuff together. So thank you, Ryan, for all that you do. Thanks to our hosts, Jeff and Noel, for all their constant positivity and enthusiasm for this here show. Really appreciate it, you guys. Thanks to Pete, co-hosting it up each and every week, doing the cues. Amazing job, everybody.
Thanks, bro.
And do you want to do a quick updating events, Noel?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Can't wait for the 5K race. We don't have to do it around the neighborhood.
We don't know yet. It hasn't been decided. So we will keep you posted when we know. We are hiring, right, Whitney?
We
Wanna talk a
sure
little bit
are
about
for a
that?
number of positions. We have full-time, we have part-time, we have per diem work available. So really anything that works with your schedule will probably work with our schedule and vice versa. So to see our list of open positions, you can visit our website at pslstrive.org.
Oh,
That
and
is right.
speaking of more, I know we had a lot of sponsors for Strive Off, but do we have a lot of sponsors for the 5K race?
We are still planning it, Noel. So we will keep you posted when we know, okay?
The 5K, though, is, Noel, brought to you by the Foden Road Networking Group, which is also AKA known as the Strive Networking Group. So all those businesses are involved with that. And that group meets the last Wednesday of the month at noon if you'd like to join us. Send us an email, strivecast@pslstrive.org.
All right. Well, we will wrap it up for today. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next week. Bye.
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 Bye.